Welcome back to ABSA on Air. My name's Chris. I'm your host for today. I'm also the media coordinator, in case you didn't know. In today's episode, we're sitting down with Julia and Caitlan, two Phase 1 DVM students at the Ontario Veterinary College who both started their journey right here in animal biology. We'll be talking about their first semester in vet school, what surprised them, what challenged them, and what students should know if they're hoping to follow a similar path. Just to start off, could you just introduce yourselves and your background?
Hi, my name's Julia. As Chris said, I did 3 years here at U of G in animal bio. I was also a part of ABSA for the 3 years that I was here, so little plug, join ABSA, obviously. And then, I just started in Phase 1 at OVC, part of the Wisteria Wolves class of 2029.
Hi everyone, my name is Caitlan. I also did animal bio, obviously, and I was also in ABSA for 3-ish years, and I graduated just last year in 2025, and then I got into OVC in the fall, Wisteria Wolves, class of 2029.
All right, so now just for a little icebreaker, could you just give me one word to describe Phase 1 so far?
To be careful about this.
I got one.
You want to go?
Busy.
That is true.
Yeah.
Humbling.
Yeah, let's give it another icebreaker. If you could redo one undergrad course instead of a DVM exam, which one?
Oh. My favorite undergrad course was animal physiology with Gregory. Yeah, Professor Gregory. Yeah.
That's a hard one. Gotta think. I feel like this probably seems somewhat biased since I'm in vet med now, but I really liked the animal health class. I think it's like pop med something. Yeah, 4230. I took it in person, really good course, just like so interesting. So I would say probably that one, just because I loved the content that we did.
So now we're just going to talk a little bit about your guys' transition from animal bio specifically to the DVM program. So first question, how did animal biology prepare you for vet school?
I would say, I mean, obviously we've only done one semester, so I feel like it's kind of hard to totally say. I would say that there's definitely been some parts that I feel like we've been well prepared for, just in terms of like certain classes covering certain content. Like there's one of the classes that we do, health management, that's a lot of like eggy kind of background stuff, which I feel like I've seen a lot of that content before, which is kind of nice. So there definitely is content that like was already covered in our undergrad, which is always nice when you've always seen it before. And in conjunction with that, I would also say just kind of the pace of it, like especially your first couple years of animal bio, first and second year. It's a very, I would say more, it's pretty fast paced, like to be honest, and vet school is even more fast paced. So it wasn't as much of a shell shock for me as maybe some other people who did other programs. But
Makes sense.
I don't know what you think.
No, yeah, I agree with the content part.
Yeah.
Like genetics, we've seen it again.
Comes back.
Yeah. Physiology and all that stuff. But I think for animal bio also, because in like your third or fourth year, you can choose like specific courses that I think can really help. Like if you get into DVM and then you want to stream like a small animal, large animal, and you can pick out your courses in fourth year, like beef nutrition or dairy nutrition, which I think is really good because it gives like students a lot of opportunities to kind of explore what they want to do in the future. Yeah.
Right. Next question, what felt familiar and what felt completely new?
Familiarity.
I feel like content wise, or sorry, I feel like to me when I think back on it, I feel like the only kind of the most familiar part was honestly just most of the content. I feel like, especially within just like our first semester, I guess, because that's all we've done. It's just like a lot of it. I was like, okay, this isn't completely new. This is fine. I'll be fine. But then in terms of completely different, I feel like just the mindset of like, I don't have to get 90s. You know what I mean? Like, that's just something that I haven't had to think about in a while. So I would say that was completely new.
I agree. Familiarity. I want to say like environment. I don't know. It feels like I'm still
Same
in
place.
undergrad.
Yeah.
It feels the same going to like lectures and stuff. Not much of a difference except for content, but difference workload maybe. Yeah, sitting in class 8:30 to 5:30. Undergrad, you're home at like 12 p.m. Yeah.
So you kind of touched upon this already with workload, but the next question is actually the biggest adjustment in workload or expectations. So
Workload. Yeah, because we have what 6, 7 courses this semester.
Yeah, right now we have 7, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. And then obviously in class 8:30 to 5:30, and we have labs and all that stuff, but they're fun, so
It's a
not
nice mix,
complaining.
yeah.
Um, expectations, like obviously I can't expect 90 something for every single class. It's hard, but learning to live with it right now. So
Yeah, I feel the same. Like it's just like it's just different in that way. Like undergrad, I would have one class a day and I'd go home and I'd be like, I'm so tired, like I need a nap. And then now it's like, okay, I got to be in class from 8:30 to 5:30, and then you also have to, like, when you get home, you got to review everything that you did that day. So it's just kind of like, I would say workload has probably been the biggest adjustment. And then, yeah, I would echo what Caitlan said about expectations and the grades. That's probably the biggest thing.
So now we're going to talk about how the first semester of the DVM program works. So basically, in your own words, what does a typical week in phase 1 look like?
should I start on like a Monday or like a Sunday? I feel like it starts on Sundays
I
because
kind of feel that.
Sundays like you're like resetting your week, and then you're like a whole day of meal prepping and stuff.
So true.
Because you really don't have time to cook. But like Monday to Fridays we have lectures 8:30 to 5:30. Some days are short,
Yeah.
but mostly 8:30 to 5:30s, and then we have labs kind of like interspersed throughout the week. We have like PHC like shifts at the clinic or at like humane societies, and then we have 1 week of horse care week. It's like at the barn 7:30, taking care of the horses. A lot of hands-on clinical stuff. Anatomy lab's my favorite. No.
I was like, I can't tell if she's being sarcastic. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. You said PHC?
Oh,
Yes, that is here. I'll let you.
it's the primary healthcare center, the OVC one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just the one on campus.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. My bad, guys.
I'm sorry, I should have.
Yeah, I feel like that pretty much covers it. There's usually, I would say, maybe 3 out of 5 of the days in our week are at least 8:30 to 5:30, and then usually we'll have a couple days where it's like, or at least I guess we're in different lab sections, so I feel like our schedules are different, but at least for me, like I'll usually have at least one day of the week where I'll have a decent block, like either the morning off or the afternoon off, and then like on that day I'll just have a lab or something. But yeah, it definitely changes a lot. And sometimes you'll have a midterm in the morning and then class the rest of the afternoon, and you're like, well, right back to it, I guess. So that's fun.
All right. So, what's the hardest aspect of your first semester?
I feel like we already kind of touched on it a little bit, but like still the biggest thing for me was just the amount of content. Like kind of what we touched on before, I wouldn't say the content is necessarily super hard, because a lot of what we've seen, at least so far, is similar to what we saw in animal bio. It's just the sheer amount of content. Like in undergrad, it would be a busy day for me if I had 4 classes, and now we have 8 lectures in one day. So it's honestly just the amount of content that you have to be absorbing and reviewing. I would say that was the biggest challenge for me.
Yeah, no, I feel the same. The amount of content that we have, I find it like difficult right now to keep up every single day. Writing my notes, I just can't write my notes right now. I used to do that a lot in undergrad, but I can't do them right now. It takes up too much time. So I think also I'm still adapting. So
Oh, for
it's been really challenging trying to find like a better way to study or like a better time management, even for like self-care or like social life, that kind of thing. Like the balance, it's kind of hard to find also. So yeah.
Yeah, finding like it's I'm not, you kind of touched on it too, but it's like you do have to find a different way to study, right, than you did in undergrad. Because in undergrad, I would take my time writing out pretty little notes, like la di da, but we just don't have like that kind of time. So you really did have to find a new way to study, and it's kind of like trial and error. And like you said, we definitely are still figuring it out, but you know what? We'll get there.
Yeah. Like a follow-up question. You mentioned like 8 lectures in one day. So is it more comparable to like high school than it is university?
Yeah, I
In
would
terms
say
of, like,
so.
structure of classes is what I'm saying.
Yeah, basically, like if we're in class all day, we'll have 4 lectures in the morning starting at 8:30, and then we'll have lunch from 12:30 to 1:30, and then we'll have 4 more lectures in the afternoon, and then be finished around 5:30.
With, like, 10-minute breaks in between.
Yes,
Oh,
10-minute
okay.
breaks in between. So
Okay.
sometimes you take a little walk around the hallway.
Around the hall.
Yeah. I feel like it's also harder for our class too, because like with the addition of the northern cohort this year, we have, is it 20 extra students? Is that right? Yeah, 20. So there's only one classroom that actually fits all of us. So we've been in the same classroom for since we started. So that can also be hard too, because you're literally just sitting in the exact same spot, but you know, we're getting used to it.
So, final one for this section. One thing about vet school you didn't expect.
Mm.
I'm gonna say the community. I feel like it's very supportive. Not like peers, yes, but even like the staff, like the professors, admin people. They really try and take care of you. They have like counseling, therapy sessions, whatever you want. So that was really nice because you feel really supported in that very stressful environment. Yeah.
Yeah, I would honestly just echo the same thing too. Like the first like orientation week that we had, I guess it wasn't a full week, but they just spent a lot of time like introducing all of the supports and everything that we had. So it was really nice that they just kind of took the time to let us know what's available, and whatnot. And like Caitlan said, there's so much like therapy. Like they're always trying to set up like wellness stuff. Like we have a wellness cupboard like in our lounge with like soccer balls, footballs, coloring if you just want to like take a break, because it's just nice that they understand that it can be super stressful and that they make it known that they're there to help, which is nice.
That's honestly like so nice.
Yeah.
Like, super nice.
We had a whole
Mhm.
course on it.
You
Yeah,
have
we
a whole
do.
thing?
Yeah, we have a whole course
Wait.
on it.
That's actually so cool, honestly.
Yeah. That's actually a good thing we should point out, because we have our one class, Art of Veterinary Medicine. We have one of our professors came in. She was there for like 10 or so lectures, I feel like, and she literally just talked about like mental health and like wellness tips, like just things to make you successful from a mental health perspective, because obviously that's so important, not just in school but in your career too. So I feel like that was relatively unexpected, just because I feel like I hadn't really heard that before I went to vet school. No, in undergrad it's kind of like you're all fighting to get into vet school, and then once you get to vet school it's like, oh my gosh, love you all. So I would say the same.
So now we're just gonna get into a little bit of the study habits and survival tips of being in the DVO program. So, first question: does studying in DVM differ from undergrad, and how? And I know you talked about this a little bit, but if you have a little bit extra to say, you know.
Heck yes, it does. And yeah, like you said, we kind of already touched on it too, just the sheer amount of content difference from undergrad and DVM. The only other kind of thing that I would add onto it too is that the one thing in the DVM program is that not all of our courses are weighted the same. So like for example, our anatomy and physiology courses are like almost double most of our other courses. So like you obviously have to study everything, but you also have to realize that you can't study everything. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't really make sense, but I hope you can kind of figure out what I mean, because like you kind of do have to take your losses, if that makes sense, in like some courses, because there's just simply not enough time in the world for you to know everything, and you can't know everything. So I think a big thing that I kind of had to learn in the first semester was prioritization. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Yeah. Prioritization. And just like, yeah, really prioritizing the courses that are more heavily weighted. Because that's what you got to do.
I agree with what you said about prioritizing your courses, because you really don't have a lot of time to study every single thing. And also, obviously, the grades. You don't have to get a 90. So you don't have to like study every single thing. And also, um, I'm trying to learn not to like memorize every single word, because in undergrad, that's what professors like to do. They test every single like
Yes.
nitty gritty detail, which it's not like that in DVM. Yeah. And I think I'm also still trying to figure out like what really works best for me.
Yeah.
I've tried writing out notes, takes a lot of time. I've tried flashcards, takes a lot of time too to make them. So yeah. So yeah. And there's this phrase, what's it? D's get degrees or C's get degrees? Yes.
I think technically it's a C.
C?
It is a C.
C?
Yeah,
Oh,
not
damn.
D. Yeah,
C.
C's get degrees.
I think D's a fail. Probably.
Yeah, but no, C's got degrees.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
Yeah, the only other thing I was gonna add on to, kind of just piggybacking what you said, is that in undergrad it was like pure memorization. I write the exam, kind of forget it. Like you don't really remember it, but it's like in DVM you actually want to learn things and retain them. So that's kind of something different too, I would say, is in terms of like kind of changing your studying a bit too, to actually, remember forever.
And also because and also because like our final is only in April.
Yeah.
And it's cumulative from like September all the way to March, like
Yeah.
all the content.
Yeah.
And then our courses in phase 1 also build up to phase 2. And like professors will obviously expect you to remember and understand stuff. So you gotta have everything ready before you can like move on to phase 2 and phase 3, which is more important. Yeah.
You shocked me with that, like, cumulative from September to like March. Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness. That shocks me. But okay. Alright, so I think you also touched on this one, but if you have anything other, what was the biggest like learning curve or your earliest mistake? It's okay if you can't think of it. Like, it's okay.
I don't want to repeat stuff. I'm trying to think of like
Yeah.
new stuff. But,
I would say, I don't know if I necessarily have like a learning curve that I haven't already kind of talked about, other than like changing study habits. But I would say like, no, it wasn't a huge mistake, but just like a little kind of almost mindset shift. We also kind of touched on is going from animal bio, where, and even just any degree in general, when you're trying to get into vet school, you have to have these super high grades and you're like really competitive and really hard on yourself. That you don't have any room for that in the DVM program. So I think that was just kind of, I wouldn't really call it a mistake, but more of like a mindset shift that I had to kind of have a reality check and be like, you know what? It's okay. Like we said, C's get degrees, but it's a lot easier said than done, right? When you've been like feeling this way for what, like your whole life. Like I feel like a lot of us have always been like really high academic achievers. So to be in this program where that's not always possible and honestly not really realistic, I think that was probably I guess you could call that a learning curve. I'll call it a learning curve.
Yeah, that's like the definition of a learning curve.
I was like, wait. I want to say the same thing. But yeah. Don't be so hard on yourself, you know?
That's okay. So, last question for this one. One habit/tool that keeps you on track.
I want to say like having a self-care day at least once a week. Because I didn't do that in undergrad. Like 1 week before an exam, I'll be like, I can't go out. I can't do anything. I have to study. But since like after the first semester, I was like, you know what? 2 days before an exam, I'm going out. I'm having dinner with my friend. I'm prioritizing myself. And I think it really helped a lot because I'm not like sitting down and like stressing out and trying to like cramp all the material when it's clearly not like an effective study session.
And you feel more refreshed when you study
Yeah.
after.
Yeah.
when you take a break.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. I do self-care Sundays. I love it. But one thing for me, I ride or die my Notion calendar, plan out like I have my days planned out to like every single second, and I love it because it's just like planning out time when you're going to do specific things. I think really helps keep you on track. And like Caitlan said, you seriously do have to put self-care stuff in there. Like I put meal prep, I put grocery shopping, I literally put like reading to make sure I'm like still keeping up on my hobbies and reading books. So I would say that was definitely the biggest tool that helps keep me on track.
I feel like they don't emphasize that enough in undergrad too. So we're
Yeah.
always just like, even on weekends, we're always just studying, keep going, work hard. But we're never really prioritizing that, hey, let's stop, let's take a break, and then come back to it.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I definitely did not do a lot of that in
Yeah.
undergrad. It was just like go, 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 go. Oh, wow, this kind of sucks. Yeah.
So now for this one, we're given advice to specifically animal biology students, but in general, you can be to like any kind of students in any major who want to go to OVC. So basically, what advice would you give to those students hoping to apply to OVC?
Ooh, this is a good one. I feel like, first of all, I would say OVC isn't everything. Like, there's a lot of people that, you know, from day one, whether it's animal bio or, I mean, I feel like animal bio is the most applicable, but you show up to school, first day, everybody wants to go to vet school. And it's kind of like, since it's so competitive, it shifts into a mindset of it's me or you, and it can be super competitive, which sucks. Been there, done that. Like it's just it can get into a very competitive and like not great environment. But I think what's important to realize is like, first of all, you don't have to get in on your first try, and most people don't. We have so many people in our class who are mature students. Some people have kids. Like there's so many different paths that can take you to vet school, and that is completely okay. Like that is nothing to stress about. There's so many people that took a year off, traveled, then applied to OVC. Like there's genuinely so many different paths that you can take to get here, and so I think it's really not worth stressing yourself out in undergrad and being like, I have to get in to OVC now, like, and OVC is the only option for me, because it's not for everyone. It definitely is for a lot of people, but I think, and this was always something that I told myself in undergrad too, which really helped, is like, it will be okay, even if you will be okay, even if it's not okay. So like, there will be a path for you. You might not see it yet, but like there will be something for you, and it might not be OVC, and that's okay, and it might be OVC, and that's awesome. But I think it's okay to realize that there's tons of other pathways out there. You just kind of might not see them yet, but they will come. If they are for you, they will come.
Yes, I agree on that. And just to build up on what Julia said, there is no timeline to things. You don't have to get in in third year or fourth year or whenever you can get in like maybe 10 years later. Yeah. So don't beat yourself up if you didn't get it first try. Maybe take a year off work if you want, or even just travel, spend time with family, and then come back to it. I think that's yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like a lot of people are like, go, 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 gotta get in kind of mindset just because it's another 4 years. So they kind of compare it also to med school and everything. So it's always that mindset. And also society is also like, go, 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 go.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
And like that mindset is totally fine too, as long as I feel like you realize that it's not be all or end all, right? Like it's like you just have to realize that it will be okay. It will be okay. Like it truly will. You will be fine. I promise you. I feel like that was one thing that I wished I kind of knew more in undergrad was like this isn't the be all or end all. And I wish somebody had told me, girl, you're gonna be fine.
All right. The next question. What's one thing you wish you'd focus more on in undergrad?
Maybe it's not as big of a factor as like your grades, but like you yourself as a person, like outside of vet, outside of animals, outside of school. Like who are you as a person? What do you do? Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have like hobbies. Maybe you do sports, that kind of thing, like professional sports, or even just like recreational. Yeah, what shapes you as a person. I think that's really what you should focus on also. Yeah. Because I think they look at that also.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Yeah, I 100% agree with that. I really like that. Kind of similar to that. I just wished I focused a bit more on really establishing a self-care routine, kind of like we talked about before. Because I think it definitely would have made the transition a lot easier if I kind of already had, self-care habits and stuff put in on like a weekly or even daily basis. Yeah, I just think that it would have been helpful to kind of already have those in place, but yeah.
How do you guys balance academics, applications, and mental health? So this was before you
This
guys
is-
got into OPC.
This is hard.
Yeah.
I can go first because we're different. Like I applied in the international pool.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, so my
Oh.
application was like, no, not September, November
Yeah, it would
maybe.
have been way earlier, eh?
Yeah, it's way earlier.
That's true. I forgot about that.
And one tip, try not to do your Casper during the school semester because that was super stressful for me. Casper and then applications and then school
Yeah.
and your BIF and your references. I'm like, oh my god, I should have done my Casper in like the summer or something.
100%.
Yeah, because you gotta prepare for it and then sit the test. What was the question again? I forgot.
How to balance your academics, your applications, and your mental health, like before
Okay.
you got into OVC.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Do your Casper outside of the school semester if you can, and start your BIF early. Start reaching out to your references. Yeah, start reaching out early because obviously if you get good references, you have a higher chance of getting in. S- for mental health wise, you can reach out for support. I think there's a lot of OVC students that are willing to help you with like the application process, like the BIF, even preparing for the interview and stuff. So try to reach out and ask for help if you need as much as possible. Don't stress out about it too much. I think that's most important.
Yeah, I would honestly say the same thing too. Especially for me, I met with one of the I think she was a second year student at the time in OVC when I was doing my application, to just kind of like read through my application, get someone else's perspective on it, which is always really nice. And then she just kind of helped me like kind of format my thinking for some of the questions and stuff like that on the background information form. And then it was also kind of nice just to have her to like chat about how stressful everything was and just kind of ways she just reminded me, like it's okay, right? Like I said earlier, it will be okay. So I think it's really important to surround yourself with like your friends and your family during this time too, because obviously it's really stressful, and kind of just remind yourself that like there's more to life than this application cycle, right? Like spend time with friends, family, do your hobbies, do all the things that you love. Because yeah, mental health is awesome and you should take care of yourself.
Alrighty, so now we're at our last segment. So this is just gonna be no more thinking, guys. No more thinking. This is just gonna be rapid fire fun questions, okay?
Okay.
So, your first question: coffee, energy drinks, or sheer determination?
Can I make another category?
What's your category?
Like tea? I'm a tea girl.
If you're a tea girl, you're a tea. No judgment. I drink both coffee and tea. So.
Okay, cool. Probably sheer determination and tea, let's be honest. Like, give me a matcha and I'll be fine.
Sorry, coffee girl. Yeah.
So, what kind of coffee?
An iced coffee.
An iced coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could be cool. Ice cap.
Ice cap also.
Okay. What was your favorite animal bio memory?
Orientation week, maybe?
Ooh.
Well, I didn't really go to my first year
Oh,
orientation week. That was like
was that
COVID.
COVID?
Yeah. But because I was in ABSA, so I was helping out that week, and it was really fun. All the tie-dye stuff. I still have them.
Same. I literally have like I think 3 or 4 tie-dye shirts, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know when I'm really gonna wear these, but it's great.
I mean, they're more keepsakes. than
Exactly,
anything, so.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm also kind of biased because I was in ABSA too. So I feel like honestly, just being on ABSA was probably one of my favorite memories. Because I just got to make friends with like-minded people, and we did lots of fun hangouts and events and stuff. So yeah, I just really enjoyed getting to know all of the people, past and present, that were in ABSA. Miss y'all.
They're here watching. Okay, so now the best part of being in vet school so far.
Ooh, I would say I'm gonna have to say the people that you meet, because it's honestly crazy. Like what we started vet school in September, and if you don't know, you get put into like practice groups of 8 to 10 people, and that's honestly kind of who you do everything with. So you go to labs together. Oh, now what else? That doesn't really sound like we do much, but like, yeah. But now I'm like, hey, what else do we do other than labs? I don't know. I just feel like we're always with our practice group. Like I sit with my practice group in every single lecture. Anyways, where I was going with that was, it's just crazy that I met these people in September and it literally feels like I've known them forever. Like it's like instant best friends. I don't know if it's like trauma bonding or what it is, but I would say definitely the people that you meet, because also it's so cool. Everyone has such different paths to get here, and I just think it's so interesting to learn about like other people's lives and paths and such, and to get the opportunity to be friends with people from all different paths of life. Because also since we have like the international cohort and now we have the northern cohort too, there's just like it's just awesome to hear about what everyone does. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the connections too, the practice group, but also like the other people in class. They're really nice. They'll help you if you need help with schoolwork and stuff. Supportive, and it's really nice because like we're all working towards the same goal. We all want to be vets, so it feels really good when you're in a very supportive community, not like competitive. You can feel the big difference. So yeah.
I can imagine. All right. So, is there any kind of last comments, like piece of advice, or like something you did mention earlier, you want to mention now that you want to give?
I was gonna say, I don't know. I was just gonna say, honestly, if anybody, because I'm sure there's lots of people watching this who are probably going through OVC applications and such right now. So I mean, if anybody wants like anyone to talk to or anything like that, I just wanted to say I'll be here and anyone can reach out anytime. Maybe we can put my email or something in
Yeah, I can put it.
description. Just because, yeah, I found it super helpful to have someone to talk to when I was going through like all the applications and stuff that had already been through it. So yeah, feel free to reach out if anyone needs anything. I'd be happy to chat with you.
It is like right now, isn't it? Like the applications.
Yeah, I feel like it's due soon. Was BIF due in March? Oh, I could.
Yeah, we're different. Yeah.
I feel like the BIF for me, I feel like I submitted it February 3rd or March 3rd.
So almost there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost there.
Yeah.
So reach out if you need help.
Reach
I'd be
out.
happy to.
Reach out to Julia. Oh, last piece of advice.
Yeah, last
Last
words.
Last words.
Last words.
I'm just gonna say, like, vet school is stressful. Getting there is very stressful, but it's super rewarding. Yeah. So. Yeah.
All right. So, thanks again to Julia and Caitlan for giving us an honest look into their first semester of the DVM program. If vet school is something you're working towards, we hope this episode gave you clarity and reassurance. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at ABSA_U of G and email us at absauofg@gmail.com. And we'll see you next time on ABSA on Air. Bye.
Never listen.